I know those are going to be a mistake with 4 more hours of motoring to go. Shauna pooped in the water. And just like that, we got a big gust. Allows us to cheat back over to starboard. We think it's a seal orgy. We are Preston and Shauna, sailing our 1988 Catalina 36 around the Pacific Northwest. Between the two of us, we have 7 kids, and we have a little time before our nest is completely emptied. Join us for the next 5 years of sailing adventures as we learn the ropes and make plenty of mistakes. Gearing up for the day, we can sell all our crap and become full-time liveaboards, sailing off into the sunset. So when we're loading the boat up for one of our trips, it's pretty much my job to start cooking, and Shauna does all the organizing because she says I have no organizing skills at all.
Patrick, chill out.
We always try to load up the boat in the evening or late at night so we can get an early start the next day. Also, I love being on my boat. Shauna would rather be at home sitting in the hot tub that last night, but I love being on the boat.
In the north would be a terrifying dream. Just one more frozen body floating down.
It's Tuesday morning, 11 o'clock. We're leaving Gig Harbor, heading about 15 miles away south, right in the middle of the day because the current is going to be with us. And we have to go under the Narrows Bridge with the current, otherwise we'll never make it. It's going to be pretty stressful because we're super busy with work and we're going right in the middle of the day, so which makes for a long motor sail, whatever it ends up being, pretty stressful. You don't get to enjoy your trip very much. Babe, you find somewhere to put that? Play. Hey. My fuel gauge decided not to work a month or two ago, and I haven't really dug into why. I'm assuming it's either electrical or possibly the super old. It's super old. Possibly the float has just collapsed and it's not doing anything anymore. At any rate, I have to guess now based on how long I've been going, and I just fill up either ahead of time or as we go.
No one ever said that was gonna be easy. No one ever said that it wouldn't take long. I bet you didn't know it would be so easy to please me.
They're just me or Shauna, an ancient alien. Shauna pooped in the water, and that's exactly why I try to avoid night sailing in here. We're about right here, not about, that's where we are, under the Narrows Bridge. And we're going up here, that's the plan. That's 30 miles. The wind is coming from here, from the south, what direction is that? Southeast. And it's gonna be blocked if we go through here. So it's only 3 or 4 extra miles to go further south, down below Anderson Island and then up. If we do that, it'll be on our nose until here, but we'll get a bit more sailing if we go from there all the way up. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Well, we just made our turn heading west, and 5 minutes ago the wind was gonna be right, and as soon as we made the turn, it's back on our nose again. It shifted with us. So it looks like it's gonna be a no sail day today. What a bummer. I know those are going to be a mistake with 4 more hours of motoring to go.
Why? Go party!
One mile from where we're going, and the 8 to 12 knots of wind that was predicted all day is here. So this is really dumb. Shauna's hanging over the bow, grabbing the metal ring on the mooring ball. Eventually, one of these days, she's gonna slip and fall straight in, and it's gonna be a big disaster. Because even though I'm right there, I can throw something at her, but she's gonna be in there for a minute, maybe 30 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes. Really dumb. We need to really invest in one of those stick things, one of the poles that automatically loops your rope around the metal eye, because our mooring balls up here don't have a trailing line. That's trying to be funny.
Didn't work.
I usually
Yeah.
usually
You're
does.
fine.
Mornings on a sailboat are freaking beautiful. It's gonna be totally worth it. The most amazing shot ever.
That's attractive.
Yes, it is. Now shut up. It's supposed to be a silent movie.
You're such an idiot. Oh my god.
We're far enough out here that these little mini ferries that just carry 1 or 2 cars back and forth, or just little people ferries, so people don't have to drive all the way around the peninsula to get over to the more populated mainland. How fun would that be that's your job, is drive this little 2 or 3 car ferry boat back and forth all day long? I think that'd be a blast. That'd be so fun. Yesterday, just before we got here, we were like 2 miles away from where we were gonna stay here. One of the harbor porpoises got so close. It totally surprised us. It was literally right there, like 4 feet away from the boat. Came all the way up out of the water, spray snot all over. Sean was pretty sure there was some snot on the side of the boat. I've never ever seen one get anywhere near that close. And that thing was like 6 feet long. It was huge. Came up just once, and that was it. Almost like being played with by a real dolphin. Sure. Looks like it'd be a cute little store if they were open. According to the sign, they're open like 2 months a year. So while we were on the dock, another couple gives a heads up. There was a humpback whale in this bay right here. And I had no idea there were even humpbacks down here. We're super far up one of the fingers in the South Puget Sound. So we rode out there and hung out with it for a while. That was pretty rad. This is one of those things that, unless you're out here, you totally miss. Yeah, it is. You know what else is huge?
Sammy's got tired lips, enough for any man. She wore him out in as few words as she can. Now she got calloused hands, distractions are pain-free. Though that still looks pretty tough to me.
saw him do this and be weird in this channel. We think it's a seal orgy. Shauna thinks it's creepy. Huh, Fauna?
Talking about your face.
Oh, jeez. You don't like it at all, do you?
I don't like it when the wind picks up and pushes us over.
It's a creepy feeling when it does that. The heavier boat wouldn't be as creepy, but it's still going to be creepy until you get used to it. Shauna's thinking catamaran. Yeah, you are.
Well, it is bigger. I can't get away from you. Further away from you.
The wind is excruciatingly annoying. Huh, Shauna? It just goes from not enough, like 5 to 8 knots, for so long, and the sail drift keeps pushing us toward the shore, and then it'll give us a nice gust of 10 to 15, allowing me to cheat back out again. It just feels like we're going nowhere. And just like that, we got a big gust, allows us to cheat back over to starboard. Look at that happy face. We grabbed a mooring ball at Eagle Island, which is about halfway home. When we arrived here, right before we got to the mooring ball we're on, there's only 2 on this island, one on this side, one on the other side. Another sailboat came trolling around at a good clip around this side, and we were coming from this way. I was like, man, I know he's gonna go for it, and of course he did. We were closer, but I'm a nice guy, I don't want to fight with anyone, so I backed off and let him have it. We went around to the other side of the island to see if that mooring ball was taken. It was. So we turned around and we're going to go all the way to another bay, another 30 minutes or so away. And as we're pushing out, I was looking at the wind to see where I was going to anchor in that bay. And Shauna yells at me to come back up here. The guy who circled this buoy, this mooring ball a bunch of times, decided not to take it for some reason and took off the way he came. So we beat feet it back around, grabbed the mooring ball. There's nothing wrong with it, as far as I can tell. Don't know why I didn't want it after all that. So I guess that was karma. I was bitching about him the whole time. So maybe it wasn't karma. Maybe it was karma telling me don't bitch about things like that because maybe good karma will come your way. Anyway, Shauna's down below watching Ron's newest episode. I'm gonna go start cooking and join her.
To really dig down the anchor. Seems to be a pretty good holding here.
It doesn't look like it right where we are, but there's a ton of current right there, all the way around. You can see it ripping around. So I want to be on the helm. So blue line first, it's on top.
Okay.
Don't worry about getting it wet. Let's just get away from this thing. And then the white line. Just give me a thumbs up or something when we're free from it, so then I'll go. Okay.
Okay.
Crazy that is. There's current everywhere around except right where we are. We're just sitting here practically. Oh, now we're going. Yeah, there's that other boat that decided not to take the mooring ball. See, they ended up anchoring. I considered that, but look at all that current ripping around now. I mean, current ought to help the anchor set even better, but I'd much rather anchor in a bay somewhere. It's only like 2 to 3 knots of wind, which, for how beautiful the day is, I would totally sit around and Genoa sail that all day long. But there's so much current ripping through here right now. I mean, the autopilot is practically swinging in circles. So, unless we had a lot more wind for power, we won't go anywhere. We'll just be spinning around and going nuts. How many more times am I going to make this stupid mistake? Okay, tighten this one. I swear a rope's natural state is to be in a knot. Downwind sailing is the way to go. Talking to the camera. I mean, just don't. Learn how to sail upwind and then never do it again.